Yu-Gi-Oh has over 10,000 unique cards in its card pool, and thanks to tools such as TCG Player and eBay, duelists all around the world can pick up any card they would like with just a click of a button. But what if those tools didn't exist? What if the only way you can attain new cards was by opening packs? Starting off with 3 Fire King structure decks and a budget of $50 a week, I must build a competitive Yu-Gi-Oh deck by only using sealed product. No buying, no trading for cards, all leading up to doing Yu-Gi-Oh's biggest challenge, topping a YCS. This is the Fire King Sealed Only Yu-Gi-Oh! Alrighty, we got ourselves a VIP qualifier to go to today. So if you don't know what a VIP qualifier is, it's basically a tournament held by like a locals or an OTS store, which the winner of that tournament will get the next YCS, the first 2 rounds, as a bye. Now, obviously, the next YCS for us is YCS Anaheim. That's happening in about a week now. So it'd be really cool if we can win this tournament and get the first 2 rounds by. Now, it's not necessary. We can still pretty much play the 2 rounds and win and be pretty much the same thing. But it'd be really cool for us to get the first 2 rounds as a bye. I think that would be really, really cool to get. So that is the tournament we are going to today. So what are we going to be opening up for today's episode? Well, we're going to be opening up the 25th anniversary Dueling Tin Mirrors. I think that's the official name. Yeah, Dueling Mirrors is what it's called. Basically, the 2024 tins is what we're opening up today. Now, you might be asking yourself, didn't you say you didn't want to open this at the beginning of the series? And you're correct. I did not want to open this at the beginning of the series, but we actually have a good shot of getting the Snake Eyes stuff now that we have the 1 or 2 Wanteds in the 1 Diabell Star. We can actually pull something like an OSS. We can actually throw Diabell Star in our deck. So the main chase right now is for OSS, but we have the other Snake Eyes cards as well, like Ash and Oak and Poplar in here as well. There's also some random cards like Relinquish and like a Parallel Exceed that we can use in the deck if we end up pulling them as well for sure. Now, these tins were $20, so I was able to get 2 of them, but we have a budget of $50, so we still had $10 budget. So with the other $10, I decided to go for 1 pack of Rage of the Abyss and 2 packs of the 25th Anniversary Rated Collection 2 as well. Now, I think Rage of the Abyss is kind of explanatory. We've opened this set in the past. We need Volcanics. Deception is actually a really good card now for us if we can end up pulling that as well. So very self-explanatory. This was like $2, so it wasn't too much. I think $2.80 is I think the price was. And then obviously the Rarity Collection 2 might be a little interesting to you guys, but the reason why we're opening this is 1, DD Crow's in this set, which is a searchable hand trap in our deck if we end up pulling it. And number 2, IP Masquerade is in here. If we can pull an IP Masquerade, that would help out with the SP, making ending on an IP and then making SP during our opponent's turn to get both effects of SP would be really, really cool as well. So without further ado, we're opening up 2 of these tins, 2 Rarity Collection 2s, and 1 Rage of the Abyss. Let's get into the open. Alrighty, now on to the opening. So we're going to start off with the Rage of the Abyss pack first, then go into the Rarity Collection 2s, and then end off with the Mega Tin packs as well. So let's get into the opening. Now, I'll put the price point on screen right now as well. I think for all of this in total was like $50.35, which, I went 35 cents over, but I think that's fair just because the last 2 weeks we've only been spending $46. So I think going 35 cents over the budget is pretty much fine. Again, it's not that much. It's pretty much $50. So without further ado, let's get into the opening, shall we? Alrighty, again, Volcanics, Deception, we're looking for. Any of those would be nice. But again, out of just 1 pack, I don't really think it's going to be likely that we pull. Let's see what we can get. It's going to be the next card here. Oh, it's a Silva. Okay, that's actually not terrible. If we have hollowed, I think this is the last card we were missing. We don't have the Silva. Now, if we can pull a Deception and Murcielago, we actually have the full package, which is really, really cool. But, again, nothing we can really use right now. So that was kind of, again, it was only 1 pack. Wasn't expecting anything much out of it. But I guess Silva we didn't have yet, so we'll gladly take it. But we still need Volcanics and Deception eventually. But we'll come back to that set eventually. Now for Rarity Collection 2. Again, DD Crow is kind of the chase, just because it's a searchable hand trap. IP Masquerade would be cool as well. So we're going to start off with a Pearly Pretty Memory as our super rare here. A Silent Magician as another super rare. Ghost Organ Snow Rabbit. That's a cool little hand trap if we didn't have it. We do have 3 of this, so it's fine. I guess it's a rarity upgrade for us, so I guess we'll take it. A Cosmic Cyclone. That's actually not terrible. Well, this is a side deck card we can throw in our deck. I'm actually kind of glad we actually got a Cosmic Cyclone. I'll take this for sure. An Axis Code Talker. That's actually not a terrible card either. This is another card we can throw into the extra deck. Just a generic guy that we can link into that's a big body. Really, really good card, actually. Gladly. Oh my god, that was actually kind of an insane pack. We're not done yet. Axis Code. We got a Peaceful Planet Calarium. This is the collector rare, I believe. I know the camera doesn't really show it off that much, but again, nothing we can really do with it. We're not playing Manadium, so unfortunate. Oh, okay, a Platinum Secret Rare Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill. This is our second one of Ghost Mourner now, so if you want to play more copies of this, we can. I guess we'll gladly take it. So, and it's the alternate art. Pretty good. This has been a good pack so far. Droll and Lockbird, Secret Rare Droll and Lockbird. Man, this pack has been fucking insane. Holy shit. Yeah, gladly take a Droll. Obviously, we already have 3 Drolls, but this is a rarity upgrade, so we'll gladly take the rarity upgrade. And an Abyss Dweller. Oh my god, that's another good card out of this pack. I know it's very hard to make rank 4s, but like I said, the Megatin packs have a parallel. If we pull a second parallel, we can actually play parallel in our deck, and Dweller's a rank 4 that we can make. Holy crap, that pack was kind of fucking nuts. I cannot lie. These were kind of the 3 duds, but we had 5 major hits out of that one pack. That was an insane pack, but no DD Crow, no IP Masquerade. But that pack was kind of wild. Now for the second pack here, we have a Rescue Cat to start us off. Again, nothing we can really do with this, unfortunately. Maybe 2 level 3 or lower beast. Probably not. Nothing we can really do with this. Alternate art Rescue Cat. Okay, I guess that's the second Rescue Cat, but nothing we can really do with it. A Book of Moon, which is a nice card, but I don't think we necessarily need. I guess it's a side deck card, if anything. I'll gladly take this. This is fine. XYZ Encore. This is a pretty cool card. Honestly, this isn't actually that bad. I think this is the ultimate rare, by the way. This actually might be bad to side later on, just because for the YCS, Rizal is going to be legal. So having this in our rotation might not actually be that bad. I'll gladly take a Weiss. I think we actually have more of this. I think we opened one in the last time we opened Rarity Collection as well. So I would have to look back, though. We'll see. Nice and kind of cool pickup. Silent Magician, nothing we can really do with that, unfortunately. A third Rescue Cat. Okay, I guess we have 3 Rescue Cats now. Okay, I don't know what we can do with that. A QC Abyss Dweller. Okay, that's cool. I wish I opened this before I bought an Abyss Dweller. This is like $15 right now, and I bought this to max rarity my Shark deck. Kind of regretting it now because we have pulled a QC Abyss Dweller, but I guess something we can throw into the deck. That's pretty cool. But we already have Abyss Dweller, so we don't really need this. And I think this is the last card. Polymerization. No, we have a couple more cards. I think it's 2 more. Polymerization, Secret Rare. Again, nothing we can really do with this, unfortunately. And then a Chaos Hunter, which is not a bad side deck card. I just don't think it's good in this format. It might not be terrible. Again, this is kind of like again, this might not be bad because not only is Rizal going to be in the YCS, but what's the other one called? The Link Monster. I forgot what the fuck they're called. Malice. Malice is going to be legal for that event. Well, wow, that was actually not a bad opening. I'm not going to lie. That was kind of an insane opening. 2 packs of Rarity Collection. We pulled a lot of good stuff out of that. That was kind of insane. That was a really, really good pack opening. I'm going to put this deck here. But now on to the tins. If we can pull an OSS, that's really only thing we need is just an OSS. The other Snake Eyes card would be nice as well. Also, like Relinquished and Parallel Exceed would be nice to pull as well. So let's get into the tins, shall we? So we're going to start off with just some random common cards that we probably cannot use. Unfortunately, we just put this over here. I'm just going to kind of skip through this. Our first ultra rare is a Hulil the Jewel of Makanko. Nothing we can really do with that, unfortunately. Dark Hole Dragon is our secret rare. Not what we needed, unfortunately. This is cool. We do play Dark Hole. It could be something. Now for the QC, which again, like the Parallel XE and the Relinquished are in the slot. So let's see if we can pull something. It's an Honest. It's Honest. QC Honest was pretty cool, but nothing we can really do with QC Honest. And then our last Ultra is a Happy as well. Let me put the QCs here. Let me put the secrets here as well. And then I think we had one more. I guess it comes with 3 Ultras, a Scatter Fusion as our last Ultra Rare, and then just a bunch of commons after that as well. So unfortunately, nothing we can really do with that first pack. Now on to the second pack. We have 6 of these packs. So again, we just need an OSS. That's really all we really need. Any of the other Snake Eyes cards would be cool as well. Card Scanner to start us off. We'll kind of just skip the commons here because we're going to do. Infernal Knight Turban is our ultra rare to start us off. Again, it's an Infernal Knight card. We can't use this. Secret Rare is wow, that's actually insane. Infernal Flame Banshee is actually not bad. If we can pull the second Parallel Exceed, this would actually be playable to get into the Protoss line that we pulled out of the Bonanza. So this is actually not a bad pickup. I would have to find ways to make rank 4s of this deck. We don't play parallel, but this is actually not terrible to get to Proto. So pretty good card I will gladly take. The QC, oh, there's the sec. Okay, now we have a parallel. We have parallel XE. Now we have 2. So now it is playable if we really do want to play it. That's a really good pickup for us. If we can pick up a third one through this pack opening, that would be cool as well. But we do have 2 parallels, so now the rank 4 engine is technically accessible. So gladly take this for sure. Ultra rare E Pearly Plump, and then the last one being a performable whatever. This is not really nothing we can do with that, unfortunately. Okay, not bad. Oh, not a bad second pack. Okay, third pack for us now. Hopefully we can pull something out of this. All right, again, OSS would be the cherry on top of all this. So again, we'll kind of just skip the commons here. My get to the Ultra, which is a Quillbolt the Blade Dragon. We are not playing Tempai, so we're not going to be able to take advantage of this, unfortunately. For the secret rare, Bonfire! That's a wild card. We randomly missed this card out of Bonanza, so this is actually our first copy of Bonfire, even though we opened so many Bonanzas packs, but not necessarily what we need because we don't have Poplar, so it's not really necessary for us. OSS is really what we need. So unfortunately, even though it's a good card, we don't have the things to make it a good card. So kind of a dud, unfortunately. And then an XYZ Dragon Cannon as our QC. Nothing we can really do with that. Magic Key, Deity. It is a rank 8. Can we do anything with this once per turn? Probably not. It's a Magic Key rank 8. Nothing we can really do. And then a Mighty Dino King Rex, and then just a couple commons after that. Alrighty, my apologies. Let me get this off screen. Alrighty, that was the first tin actually. So now on to the second tin here. Again, Bonfire is cool, but we have really nothing to pair with it, unfortunately, because we don't have a Poplar or an OSS. So again, if we could pull that, actually, that'd be fucking wild. So I think the Ultra is next, which is an Extinguish. Rescue is cool, but I don't think it's going to be ever playable for us. The secret rare is a Despian Lulu Willith. Oh man, nothing we can really do with this, unfortunately. QC is a left leg of the Forbidden One. Yeah, not what we needed, unfortunately. And then our Ultra is a full armored XYZ, and then a Pit Knight Philly as well. Oh man, this isn't, it's a Cypress. Okay, nothing we can really do with that. I don't think we can do anything with that anyways, and there's just a bunch of commons after that as well. So we got 2 more packs of the tin, so let's hope to God we can pull something. Move this off screen. Oh my God. There we go. Cool. Alrighty. Again, we're just going to kind of skip the commons because I don't think there's really anything we can do with the commons, unfortunately. Ultra rare is a Cornfield Coddle. Again, we're not playing Chimera, so this is not going to be playable for us, but I guess it's a cool little reprint, but nothing we can really do with it. Secret rare. Gravekeeper Inscription is our secret rare. Man, this we can't do anything with this. Nothing we can really do with this. QC, Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. If we had a Cyber Dragon, that'd be cool. No, secret goes here. But if we had a Sidra, that'd be cool, but I don't even think this is playable, even if we did have Sidra. Ultra rare is a Melfi Wally and a X Pearly Noir as well, but nothing we can really do with that. Alrighty, last pack of the Mega Packs. Please, just to know it's, oh, my bad. OSS is all we really need. Just an OSS. We don't really need anything else. Just an OSS, and we're done. Even like a Relinquished in the QC slot might not be terrible either. Just kind of skip the commons here because we don't really need anything for the commons. Metal Tuner. Oh, my bad. This needs to be more on. Duelist Genesis is our ultra rare here. We have to have play tuners for this, so nothing we can really do with this. Okay. Secret rare, please. Firewall Singularity. Unfortunately, nothing we can do. It is a Link 5. What does this do? You can target cards your opponent controls or in the graveyard up to the number of different card types, Ritual Fusion, Synchro XP you control, or in your graveyard. Return them to the hand. I don't know. We'll think about this as I reading it. I don't want to like kind of waste because we've been going a little bit for the opening for the QC now. Excel Synchron. We unfortunately cannot use this. We don't have any tuners for us, but it's a cool little card, but nothing we can really do with it. So no Relinquish for us, unfortunately. Rescue Ace Fire Attacker. Again, we're not playing Rescue, so nothing we can do with that. And then a Gem Knight Quartz to end us off. So the tins was somewhat of a disappointment. We didn't pull the OSS. We did pull some cards. We pulled the Banshee plus like the parallels that's in the QCs. The Rarity Collection opening was kind of fucking wild, not gonna lie. Kind of glad we opened that up. So that is it for the openings. Let's get into the deck profile. Alrighty, now on to the deck profile for us. We have made a couple changes. So before we get into it, I'm going to say we are going to try a couple things out this week. I feel like this is really the last thing we can like try shit out and see what happens before we actually have to commit to competing for a YCS. So the deck is pretty much the same, but there are some changes. So let's get into it. So starting off with the Fire King stuff, we are playing. Let me focus this up here. 3 Fire King Kieran, 1 Ponix, 1 Baron, 1 Arvita, and the 1 Grunix. We did cut down the Ponix to 1. You'll see why in just 1 second. Obviously, if we're putting Ponix down to 1, we cut Jack in the Hand, and you'll see why when we placed it in 1 second. I think this is a very standard ratio. I think this is perfectly fine. Again, once we get Volcanics will be in here with the big chicken, but we don't have it yet. But this is pretty much the standard ratio when it comes to Fire King. So that is it for that Fire King stuff. Now onto the Layerless stuff. Pretty much same things. We're still playing the 3 Turquoise Warbler, the 1 Barrel Canary, and 1 Cobalt Sparrow. Don't want to really change anything. Warbler is just a free extender. Same thing with Barrel if we have a layer listing graveyard. And Cobalt's technically the 1 brick, but we have multiple ways to get to it, so it's really, really good though. So that is it for the layerless package there. Now on to the Tri-Brigade stuff. We are playing 2 Fractal, 1 Nerval, 1 Kit, 1 Kuros. Now this is, again, very fine. I think maybe playing 1 Nerval makes it where if we draw a Nerval, it's a fucking total brick. But I think this is pretty good. And you'll see why in just 1 second again. But I think this is pretty good. I think the only thing is maybe we play the second Nerval just so if we draw a Nerval, it's not a brick. But that's pretty much it for that. So I like the Tri-Brigade stuff being there. And obviously we're not playing Bird Call anymore, so we don't necessarily need to play the 2 Nerval. We are playing 2 Parallels. This is the things I'm going to try out. So again, we can now access a rank 4 pool with the 2 Parallels we have. Now, necessarily this is probably more of a chance going to Brick Us because we need a Link Summon before we can get into this guy. But I do like this a lot. It's a free rank 4, or it can be like just free link material as well. I really do like this. I do want to try it just to see how it goes. That's why I kind of like Ponix and Nerval will cut to 1 just to make room for these 2. So we're going to see how it works. So again, I don't know if it's going to be the greatest in the world, but I do want to try it just in case it is good. Now on to the going second cards. We are playing 3 Droll and Lockbird with our 1 shiny secret. We are playing 3 Effect Veiler. We are playing 2 Ghost Org with obviously the Ultra Ghost Org that we pulled. We're playing 2 Mourner with the 1 Platinum we pulled today, 1 Called by the Grave, and then the 3 Infinite Impermanence. So pretty much the same thing. The only thing we cut was the final Bringer of End Times to make the second Mourner. I don't know if playing Mourner in this format is going to be correct, but we're going to try it out again. We're just going to be trying shit this week. We'll see what we can, what sticks to the wall and stuff like that. So I do like this a lot for us as well. So that is it for us. So that is it for the monster lineup. Now onto the spell trap cards. So we have cut the Bird Call. We're putting back the Tanky just because, again, I think we can get to rank 4 pretty good with this deck if we have access to like the fractals and stuff like that. And Tanky gets us access to the fractals. It's still not bad. This can still access like the lureless stuff because we can send send Cobalt off the Fractal, and then we can still dump like now that we have Kit, technically Tanky plus any Wing Beast goes full Fire King combo as well. So this isn't really that bad anymore. So I do want to try this one more time again. We're still playing the 2 Bird Call because it's Bird Call. We're playing the layerless stuff. We're playing 1 for 1, and then obviously the Fire King stuff, 1 Island, 1 Sanctuary, and the 1 Skyburn as well. So that is it for the main deck. Now let's get into the extra deck. So extra deck time. So we're still playing the 2 Hida just because I do really like the ratio for us, especially since we have the room for it. We're still playing the 2 SP because, again, we still have the room for it. The 1 Proxy F Magician as just a generic fire, Promethean Princess, and then the Tri-Brigade stuff from Ferigi, Rugal, and Omen as well. And then the last link for now, we are playing Axis Code Talker just because it's Axis Code Talker. It will help us OTK going second, clearing fields, especially since we can go like a Tri-Brigade, summon out Rugal, and then Rugal and the Tri-Brigade go into an Axis Code. Now it's 5300. I do really like this link package. Maybe we cut Hida and SP to 1 eventually. Maybe we cut the Proxy as well. But I just like Proxy because it's a generic fire extra deck guy we can make. Hida, technically we need a fire, and there are some situations where we don't have a fire on the field, so I do like this a lot. Axis Code is going to go in really good for us. Obviously Promethean is really good, and then 2 SPs, 2 Hidas have always been good for us, so I really don't want to cut those down just yet. XYZ package, we're playing the 1 Recital, 1 Assembled Nightingale, 1 Zeus. Again, I cut I forgot what it's called, the Promenade Thrush, the Spell Trap, just because I think this pretty much does the same thing. So I do like this a little bit more. But the reason why we cut it is because we are going to be playing 1 Abyss Dweller. So we're going to be trying to access rank 4s in this episode. So obviously Dweller, and then once you get to the side deck, you'll see in the side deck as well. So we're going to see how much this works. Technically, the Tri-Brigade stuff can get to it with a certain combo that we have to do, but it's super, super hard to do, and that's why we're playing the parallel as well. Technically, this against the Fire Kings is really, really good. I don't know if there's really, maybe Yugioh as well, this really helped. It hits as well, but I don't really think there's any other matchup this hits, but I do want to try it this week, so let's see what it can do. And then obviously the last rank, or XYZ we're playing is the Grunix High Modernity. I cut it down to 1. I don't know if I'm going to like it at 1, but you don't necessarily just need the 1, so we're going to try it at just 1. Alrighty, now on to the side deck. So, side deck, we are playing 1 Nemesis Flag, 1 Protoss, and 1 Eternal Flame Banshee. Another thing we're going to be trying, since we are going to kind of go for a rank 4 route, this we can technically make, especially game 2s and game 3s, once we know what we are versing. Sorry, my bad. This can be really, really good. Now, it is somewhat hard because we have to get 3 different attributes. Now, we are playing fires, winds, and earths in our deck, so it's not the hardest thing to do, but we have to, once we're doing the combos, we have to somewhat worry about that, but we can technically do this combo, so we're going to try it. It's going to be in the side deck for now, just because, again, obviously game 1, so I don't think this is really the greatest in the world, so we're going to be trying this and see how it goes. And then obviously we're playing the 1 Fu Ross in the side as well. For the spell traps, we're playing the Shifter because we are playing the 2 crossout detonators for the Shifter. 1 Thrust, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Lightning Storm, 1 Cosmic Cyclone just for our spell traps for the side deck. I think this is really, really good, especially the Cosmic. Getting the Cosmic is really, really good, especially going against like a Fire King matchup. It could be really, really good for us. Now for the traps, we're playing the 1 Dimensional Barrier and the 1 Impulse. We cut the Power Sync Stone for the Nemesis stuff because I want to try that. Again, this week is going to be trying stuff. We're going to see if things stick to the wall, and then next week we'll go back. If it doesn't, then we'll go back to the Power Sync Stone in the side deck. So that is it for the deck. Let's get into locals. Alrighty, 2 packs of the OTS Championship Pack 26. Again, we're all really looking for is Dio Bellstar. Nothing really else we need from this, so hope to God. Sheehan Smoke Signal. Whatever, Ostinato. We have so many Ostinatos now. All right, next pack. Again, it's in the front for some reason. So, again, there's already been 2 ultis pulled today, so I don't think we're going to pull an ulti, unfortunately, but let's see. Fucking garbage.
Alrighty, we're back doing one of these again, where we only cover 1 round, but we watch the entire match in its entirety. I kind of like this more just because we're able to watch the entire match, watch the good plays with also the misplays as well. Kind of helps me learn as well. But before we get into the match, let's actually cover what we did at locals first. So we went 2-2 at locals. It was only a 4-round tournament, kind of a smaller tournament, but we went 2-2. Round 1, we versed Tier Limit, which you'll see we're about to watch in 1 second. We lost in time, but we actually could have won. Again, you'll see it in just 1 second, but we ended up losing round 1. Round 2, we ended up versing Tri-Brigade, like pure Tri-Brigade. We ended up winning that 2-0. We versed Gate Guardian round 3, and we ended up 2-0ing at that as well. And then round 4 reversed against Memento, where we went to a game 3, but unfortunately we could not win in that match. We were 2-2, which was good enough for 6th place, and actually they went to top 8, so Prizing went to top 8. So we actually have some prize packs to open at the end of the video as well. But without further ado, let's actually get into the match, shall we? So again, like I just said, it was round 1 is what this was. It was against Tier Limit. The Tier Limit player is on the right, and I'm on the left side, obviously, and the Tier Limit player won the die roll and chose to go first here. But before we do it, obviously Jeff is being a bitch here. This is Jeff showing off the ulti that he pulled. Obviously, I haven't pulled an ulti in this series yet, so fuck him for that. But let's actually get into the match itself here. So the Tier Limit player won the die. He's going first. He activates the planet to go ahead and search for the Rhino. Fuck you, Jeff, showing up your low once again. Searches for Rhino Heart, and then goes Sheer in effect here, pitching Squamata, specialing itself, and then pitching the Squamata, then milling the top 3 cards of his deck here, which ends up being a Fenrir, a Hafenus, and a Tier Cash. Insane mills. He goes Hafenus, Chainlink 1, Tier Cash, Chainlink 2, milling Ametsi and Solik. Insane mills, and then he uses Hafenus and Squamata to go into a Mud Dragon here. And then goes Solik effect to go search for another Tier Cash from the deck here. And then goes Tier Cash effect to special itself, banishing the Solik from the graveyard here, specialing itself, and then milling 3 on summon. Goes Scream, Scream, Trivi Karma, Insane Mills, once again, goes Scream, Chainlink 1, and then Trevi Karma, Chainlink 2. Searches for Meta Noise off the Scream, and then searches for Scream off the Trevi Karma there. Activates Scream effect here. And then goes Normal Summon Rhinoheart, go Rhinoheart effect, Chainlink 1, Scream, Chainlink 2. Mills Solic, Hophinus, and Lacrima. Hophinus has already been activated, so that's kind of a good mill for us. But then dumps Rhinoheart. You can't do that. You can't dump Rhinoheart off Rhinoheart. But we both missed it, so unfortunately it did go through. But that's something he couldn't have done. But he goes Rhinoheart effect here, pitching the Meta Noise he just did in hand, and then specialed itself from the graveyard, and then Meta Noise add back the tier cache from the graveyard. Overlays into a Bahama Shark here. Goes Bahama Shark effect. Unfortunately, we do have hand traps. We have Imperm and Valor, but the Mud Dragon is on the field, so we can't target the Bahama Shark. Unfortunately, kind of a thing where the Rhinoheart mill actually does matter, unfortunately. But summons a Toad here, then links into a Moon, go Moon into Requiem, just going into the Fiendsmith line now. Summons the Engraver off the Requiem because we did mill Lacrima. Then goes into a Sequence, goes Sequence Fence. I chain Valor here because I was like, if he decides to Toad negate, we still have the Imperm to negate the Sequence, so I'm perfectly fine with that. But we chain the Valor. He decides to let it go through. He'll just link into a Sprint, go Sprint effect here. I want to Imperm here, but the problem is if I Imperm, he just Toad negates, takes it, and still gets the effect. So I decide to hold on to Imperm here. He dumps the Merely and goes Merely effect to shuffle back into Kaleido. Go Planet effect, target the Kaleido here. Pop the Kaleido Heart effect to bring itself back, dumping Sheeran from the deck here. Then go Sheeran effect, using the beast he had in hand to go ahead and go into a Winda here. And goes ahead and passes on that. So we draw for turn. We activate Imperm on the Winda. Obviously, he will just Tame Toad here. At least we don't have to worry about Imperm on our turn as well. So that's nothing we have to worry about. We go activate Fire King Island here. Island effect, popping Kieran from the deck, or from hand, to summon Garunix. Then we go Kieran effect to special Garunix from the hand, and then pop a card. We pop the planet here. And then go Garunix effect to dump Kit. We'll go Kit effect, dump Nerval. Nerval effect to go ahead and add ourselves a Kuros. Now, very important here, he did trigger Scream here. He didn't mill anything of note, so that doesn't really matter. But our guy is losing 500, but he's getting another 250, I think 350. Yeah, 350 from Kit, so he's so he went from 27 to 22 to 25. Yeah, 2550 is where he's at, which is good enough here to beat over Windows. So before we go to battle phase, he's going to activate Tier Cache here to hope he got a mill an Aqua just to get the Kaleido to spin something back. Mills a Super Poly Tier Cache and a King Shark. Goes Tier Cache effect to mill another 2, which mills a Fenrir and a Heartbeat. Heartbeat will trigger to add back Meta Noise from the graveyard here. But we go into the battle. We can clear Windows, so we will, just to make sure we can play our game. Then we go activate Tanky here to go ahead and search for Arvata. Now, I forgot to mention, the Kuros ad off of Nerval was actually bad for us. I want to mention that right now, just because if we actually search for a Fractal, I actually could have gone into a rank 4 play. I don't know necessarily how, I just know in-game, I was like, man, I wish this was a Fractal because we can actually make a Dweller if I could have. But I honestly don't know how I could have. In the heat of the moment, I had the idea, but looking back on it, I don't know how, but it's whatever. We go Normal Summon Kuros effect, banishing 3 for cost to go into a Rugal here. Then we link the Garunix and the Rugal to go into Omen. Omen effect to banish the Kaleido Heart here. And then we link into a Ferrijit. Omen effect to go ahead and search for a Cobalt Sparrow here. And then we go Ferrijit effect to special summon out the Cobalt Sparrow. Cobalt Sparrow effect to go and search for Beryl Canary. Link into a Promethean Princess here. We have nothing to really bring back, so we just go Kieran effect to pop the Promethean Princess. Special back the Kieran, then go Garunix effect to special itself to the field here as well. And we did the Ferrijit effect to draw and put 1 back. That does matter as well here. Then we go Beryl Canary effect, targeting the Cobalt Sparrow to special itself and the Beryl Canary, overlay into a Assembled Nightingale that can't be targeted. Now, another misplay, probably should have made a High King Avatar Garunix here to pop the Imperm, so we just don't have to worry about it on our turn, and then the Promethean can get advantage, right? But I didn't do that, so we pass on that. In this draw phase, we activate Assembled Nightingale. Go to main phase, you Normal Summon Rhinoheart effect to jump the Sheeran, then go Sheeran effect to make a Garua here. Then links into an SP Little Knight, goes SP Chainlink 1, Garua Chainlink 2, Scream Chainlink 3. We go Promethean Chainlink 4, targeting Kieran, and I think I target the SP as well. He changed SP, targeting Garunix and the SP. But the Kieran will destroy here, and then he goes ahead and will mill 3 from the deck here, mills a Beast, King Shark, and Called by it, and then draws a card as well. On resolution, he goes Beast Chainlink 1. We go Droll Chainlink 2 to prevent the draw there as well. We go into battle phase here. He goes Tier Cache to go ahead and attack over the Promethean since we are losing the 500 from Scream, so that does happen. But he goes to end phase here, doesn't really have anything else. He passes back to us. The SP and the Grunix come back as well. In our turn, we flip Assemble Nightingale to attack Odin to battle phase to try to clear this SP. In the battle phase, he goes Mana Noise to Book of Moon the Grunix, which is unfortunate, but at least we had to force it out. Dumps the Sheeran here, goes Sheeran effect, shuffle back itself and Winda to go into a Dragos to Pelio here. We attack with the Assemble Nightingale, go main phase 2, go Island effect, popping the Grunix on field, search for Kieran here. Then we go activate a Senki Teki to search for another Arvata. We use the Farajit effect we drew Droll and put Arvata back to the bottom of the deck, so we have Arvata once again. Then we go Kieran effect here, popping Arvata, going special summon the Kieran, and we go Grunix Chainlink 1, Arvata Chainlink 2 here. Targeting the Kieran that we already have. He goes Screen Chainlink 3 to milling the Tier Cash, or the Castria Field spell, Solik, and Murley. The Murley mill is actually pretty bad for us because he has Shadal Beast in the graveyard. So Chain resolves, we have Grunix and Kieran on the field. Summons a Winda off the Murley effect, and then he does search off Solik, but I didn't put what he searched because it really won't matter. You'll see why in just 1 second here. Then we go Grunix effect on field, popping the Kieran that's already on the field here. Go ahead and special Arvata here, and then goes pop a card off the Kieran effect. We pop the Dragos Paleo, and then he shows us he has Super Poly. We pass to him on that, and then he goes, okay, I'll just Super Poly here. I'm like, okay, game's pretty much over. There's no way I can come back from a Super Poly, so we'll just concede game 1 here. So we'll go into game 2 here. I chose to go first. We go Fractal effect, pitching Kit effect, dump Nerval effect to search for Kairos. Then we'll go Kairos effect, pitching Kieran from the hand here to special itself to the field. Go effect, banishing 4 for cost, and then special summon out the Omen. Then we go Link 2 into a Farajit here. And then we go Omen effect to search. Off of Omen, we search for Ponix. Now, the correct play there is probably to search for Cobalt, because we haven't wasted our normal summon yet. We go Cobalt special off of Farajit, then Cobalt search for Ponix. We're no longer playing around Droll because we already searched before, but we didn't do that, so we go Farajit to search for Ponix, or special Ponix to get Sanctuary effect, get into an island, get Promethean onto the field here. Then go Farajit effect to draw and put 1 back. Then Promethean to special back Ponix, then Island effect to pop Promethean, get Grunix effect to special itself to the field here, and then Grunix effect popping Barong from the deck here. And then we'll just go ahead, we'll link into a proxy. On the link summon, we'll go Parallel Exceed effect. That was a massive draw. That was the draw off Farajit, which was insane. So we go Parallel to special, Parallel effect to special summon a second Parallel. And then now they're level 4s. We'll make it Best Dweller, which does everything against tier limit. And we'll go ahead and just set 2 cards, and we'll pass on that. So the game is pretty much over here. We have so much. We have Promethean in graveyard. We have the Barong to search for Kieran here, and we have Dweller plus 2 back rows. He somewhat plays, but he realizes there's no way we're going to win the game here. As you can see, he did some plays, like he attacked over proxy, but it didn't matter. He knows the Dweller is pretty much checking him. But the 2 set cards was Deep Barrier and Impulse. So I think the game was pretty much a wrap no matter what. For us, we were pretty much winning this game no matter what. But going into game 3, time was coming up. There was at least 2.5 minutes going into this game. So time is coming up here. He starts off his turn summoning Fenrir, then activates Scream here. Fenrir effect to search for Tier Cash. Normal summon Phoenix, Scream effect to mill here. So his win con right now is the Scatter Shot, and I kind of know that. So he mills a Lacrima, a Meta Noise, and I don't know what the other card is, but it doesn't really necessarily matter there. He goes Tier Cash effect to go ahead and special itself, banishing the Meta Noise that he just milled. Effect to mill 3. Mills himself a Sheeran, a Squamata, and the Fiendsmith engraver. So he milled both of his engraver stuff. Uses the Sheeran effect to make a Mud Dragon there. I think I kind of skipped it there. We link off into a Moon, then use Moon and Tier Cash to go into a sprint to try to dump the Scatter Shot. I was like, nope, we're going to imperm that. We're not losing in time here. And he passes on that. I'm like, okay, that's huge. So going into my turn, there was 15 seconds left. I'm like, okay, I just have to beat over the sprint. So we go normal summon Kit, go Kieran effect, popping the Kit here, special summon, chain Spooky Dogwood. And that is unfortunately the game. That does just win him the game, unfortunately. And unfortunately, I did have the out because I had Barong. So I could have just normal summoned Barong, attack over the sprint, and we win in time there. But I think I just tunneled on getting the Kieran on field, and that played exactly in the Dogwood. So that ended up winning him in time, unfortunately. But that is it. Unfortunately, we did lose. We could have won that match if I just normal summoned Barong and win in time. That's unfortunate. That is just a misplay for me. Hopefully that will not happen at the YCS, but that is unfortunate for me. But we do have some prize packs to get to, so let's open the prize packs.
Alrighty, 2 packs of the Rage of the Abyss is our prizing, so hopefully we can pull an Volcanics or even Deception might not be that bad. Yeah, we're hoping to God. We're hoping to God. Okay, focusing. Again, don't really expect anything. It's just 2 packs. I don't really expect pulling anything. And Fiendsmith, Agmade, whatever. Nothing we can really do with it. All right, last pack we can get. Let's hope to God. Again, Volcanics is really the chase. Again, Deception is also really, really good if we can pull it. Yeah, Shark Drake. Okay, whatever. Nothing we can really use. Okay, unfortunate, nothing.